Man, what's up, y'all? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Moore.
And I'm co-host, Asante Morris.
Yeah, man. And it makes it a month. It makes it a month that we've been doing this, man.
Yeah, just a month-long journey. It's been great seeing, just how people react to the jump off of this.
Yeah, no, it's definitely cool. I like to thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the support for the listeners. I really don't know who's listening per se. Like, I really haven't asked. I know my mom listens. Like, she calls and let me know. Like, she listens first thing Tuesday when it's dropped. But other than that, I really do you know if any of your people listen?
I've had a couple people
like comics or like just your like friends.
Comics aren't gonna listen.
Yeah,
because they're just like, I got a podcast. But
right, nigga.
My sister listens.
I got my own thing to listen to.
Yeah.
No, I definitely get that. Because I guess when I look, like, so when you go deep into it, I could look at the analytics, so I could see what city people are listening to. But as far as asking the actual individuals, I really don't ask because I don't want to feel some type of way if I ask and somebody tell me no. Like, if it's like,
it's gonna be the way they say no too, because nobody's gonna be like, I just haven't gotten around to it. Most of the time, they're like, nigga, that's an hour.
Right? Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
And also, too, I don't ask because sometimes you might get mad at a person not give you support, but at the same time, you gotta think sometimes you just might not be your target audience.
Yeah,
like you don't want to ask your homie if he listens to your podcast and just like he don't even listen to podcasts before you.
Right. So like, also if it's somebody I'm around and they hear me talk in person, they're not gonna really want to hear me talk.
All the time,
because we have conversations, and it's a conversation he can't even join in on. So I totally get that, but I appreciate everybody that did listen, especially the random people, because you have really no connection to us, but you just fuck with us. So that's cool. Shout out to the people that called us gay, and people that keep calling me ASAP Rocky. I guess I can't do nothing about that.
I mean, at least you got a cool rapper that people think is attractive.
Sometimes I get a little Dirk though. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even want to say that because now it's gonna invite the comparisons. But I'm like, I honestly don't see either one. I don't know where it comes from.
Bro, who do I get? I get Most Def. I get Most a lot.
I guess I have to see a picture of Most Def. Let me see.
Yeah, I get Most.
I don't even. You light skin. He not even light skin.
Yeah, I get Swiss. I get Swiss Beats.
Swiss Beats.
And when Kobe died, everybody was posting pictures of Kobe on Facebook, and that shit was tagging me.
What?
Yeah.
But they're saying that like you look like Kobe.
Yeah.
You kind of look like Mos Def a little bit. All right, yeah, you do kind of look like Mos Def. All right, that one's not bad.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, you know what's cool about the support though? My little cousin hit me up. My little cousin, she just
How old is?
She's 22.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
not little,
but yeah, but just younger. My younger cousin, she hit me up, and that was cool, cause she was just like, you know how people feel, like the whole stigma towards black men having podcasts.
I mean, we've done it to ourselves for sure,
which is rightfully so.
Yeah,
I understand people being scared when they see two niggas with a microphone.
I mean, if you heard some of the shit we haven't released, then,
right? Yeah, y'all would think the same.
But no, we're good boys. We're doing good.
But yeah, my little cousin, she was like, yo, I actually like really enjoy it.
That's what I appreciate the most. People that hear it out.
Yeah, just giving it a chance.
Yeah, because I try to just give off a positive vibe for this thing. I'm not here to upset anybody or ruffle feathers. I mean, maybe it'll happen, but I just want to make people, you driving to work or something, feel good.
Yeah, and yeah, because the way I want to do this, I want to do it in the sense of where it's like I'm giving you me, and at the same time I'm not pandering, because that could be the easy thing too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ever. I don't even know what to pander to. Like, it always changes. The cool thing to pander to always changes too much for me to even catch up.
No, I mean, you see it. All we gotta do is get on here and talk about like with the makings of a high value person.
Oh yeah, we be like, look, if you a man and you making money, you need to pay for the dates. I don't even like. I have no thoughts on it.
Yeah, I
won't even entertain the conversation
at all. Because there's a lot of people building followings just off of saying common sense shit.
I mean, most people. I'm not gonna say most people, but a lot of people don't have common sense, or a lot of people are around people that make them question their own common sense. So sometimes it's reassuring to hear some very basic shit just repeated. Like if you're a woman and you just nothing but fuck niggas in your life that will not pay for a date, you want to hear it's standard for somebody to pay for a date. I get that, but I don't want to talk about it.
All right. So let me see. What do I want to talk about? You know what I wanted to talk about? I wanted to talk about this whole thing with Tyler the Creator, right? Matter of fact, are you a Tyler the fan?
Yeah, I mean, I was I think like eighth grade or like high school when he dropped, so that was
like,
big for me.
Yeah, so yeah, he hit you in like your real formative years.
Yeah, when he was wilding, that's why I liked him the most because I was like a young angsty teenager.
So how do you feel about him now? Because one of my homies is the same thing. One of my homies, I guess he around your age too, like 25, 26. He said the same thing. Like, I guess his last album, and I really liked his last album, but my man was like, yo, that's actually like one of his weakest albums.
I would say the one he put out before that is probably the two before that. Yeah. Like Flower Boy was really good because I think that was when because he put all right. So let's start with the first like 3 or 2 where he's like still saying like wild shit.
Yeah.
And then he does that like experimental album that nobody liked, and then he did Flower Boy, and I was like, okay, I see where he was going with the change in personality.
No, my fault. I'm trying to listen. Pepsi, I think he got a toy somewhere on the ground. But
it sounded like an ice machine or something.
Oh yeah. No, you keep going.
Just so everybody knows, this nigga got an ice maker, so we live in large.
Oh yeah, that definitely is the ice maker.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. See, some people don't even know what that sound is because they just broke, But I can't hold that against you. Oh yeah. Flower Boy was good. But I forget the one he did after that, the one that DJ Khaled was hating on. Remember DJ Khaled was mad at him? He was like, I play music that you could listen to in the barbershop and in your car. Yeah. Niggas don't like listening to DJ Khaled anywhere.
But that's how so the way I feel about Tyler, I do like Tyler stuff now. I went to Tyler the Creator concert.
Right.
With my little sister when we were still cool.
Is she like a casual enjoyer, or is she like a Tyler the Creator like fan?
I don't know. I would say she's a fan, but at the same time, I asked her. I was like, "Yo, did you listen to Tyler old stuff?" Because I was there when Yonkers dropped, and she was like, "No, you're not supposed to listen to Tyler past a certain year." And when she said that, I was just disgusted.
That sounds like the plot of The Giver.
Yeah, and it's like you can't just erase part of a person's just whole upbringing. He had to be Tyler then to be who he is now. Yeah,
like isn't he like queer now or something? So he's probably like incredibly sexually frustrated from trying to discover who he was. He was one of them back then, being a black dude that like isn't in love with a white woman, it was a big thing for some reason. Like now, it's gross, But Dr. Umar, get on you. But for some reason, like Tyler the Creator and like a lot of actors was just fucking with white women. Remember 50 Cent had a white girl?
Yeah, Chelsea he had Chelsea Handler. Yeah. She actually just put up I think she just did a set about him.
Ew.
You want to knock Chelsea Handler down?
I guess I never thought about it that way.
I mean, we are kind of going off topic, but
yeah. I mean, I've honestly had to think about myself. No, are you that type of guy that's just like a hole's a hole? Because I'm not that guy.
No, I'm not. But there's some good white milk out here, like Alicia Silverstone and Clueless.
2%.
Yeah. Alicia Silverstone and Clueless. Milk. Who else? You about to go?
This is not Dr. Umar approved. This is not.
All right, no. All right, let me get back to Tyler. But with him though, I don't know. It's weird because I do like Tyler, but this nigga is annoying me, acting like he don't understand why people wasn't messing with his music.
It's because he wasn't making music. He wasn't like making music,
like because he's been doing this for like I guess the past 2 years now. Where he's going on press runs and and acting confused, like, oh, these niggas, they wasn't fucking with me. They said I was weird. It's like, yes,
He
nigga.
was weird.
Yeah, it's like, nigga, you came in the game eating a roach.
Yeah, that was like ridiculous. And he was making music for his friends. Well, I support making music that your friends like, though.
I definitely do support that. And
his friends are weird.
And not even just making music for your friends, bringing your whole team up with you.
Yeah, like everybody. Like if you look back at like Odd Future, where it started and who's still around and who's successful, just off of that like entire camp, that shit is like Wu-Tang. Like it's big.
Yeah, he was definitely inspirational. But yeah, that shit did just annoy me about him acting like he don't know why people wasn't messing with him.
He just started. Honestly, he just started making music because he like found out how to make music like Pharrell.
Yeah.
And now it's working. And now he's like, well, why weren't y'all fucking with me back then? Because you were talking about like vampires and shit, nigga. Nobody want to hear about fucking vampires and white girls.
Right. That's what, like, I don't know. Revisionist history annoys me, man. I hate when people try to rewrite shit like I wasn't there. Like, there's a lot of people now saying that, well, I guess they haven't talked about it in a little while, but for a minute they were saying 50 Cent and Ja Rule need to have a versus and Ja Rule will win. I'm like, nigga, I lived that. We saw that versus play out.
I feel like I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that, but that's one of the most insane things. That's the one well documented beef that has like a clear loser. Like a very clear loser.
Yeah, that was I've seen a lot of people say that. Do you is there anything that you feel like people try to rewrite from your youth, or anything that you feel like you remember and people try to rewrite it now?
I don't know. There's just certain things that people try to act like they liked, you know? Like, I don't know. There's people that are like, oh, I always liked fucking anime or something like that. Or like, I always, like fucking people that listen to Lil Uzi now, and they're like, I always listen to Marilyn Manson. Like, what? No, you didn't. I didn't listen. I was weird, nigga. I didn't listen to it. Marilyn Manson's music is terrible.
Yeah.
All that weird shit that Lil Uzi we try to put people onto, it's terrible. He's cool though. I fuck with Lil Uzi's music, but his influences are shitty.
I'm surprised that he from Philly.
Nah, he was like a Northeast. He went to I think he's from Northeast.
No, he from around Francisville.
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
I heard he went to Northeast, and just that, even going to school, being in Northeast Philly in general, because you know Philadelphia, the way it's set up is it's mostly urban, and Northeast Philadelphia is a weirdly balanced mix of urban and suburban.
Yeah.
So there's really no way to call it. It's like,
because you got parts that's hood, but then also out there you got like Wawa's that's safe.
Right. I was like in kind of in between, because my Wawa would get robbed constantly, but like it wasn't that dangerous on my I had like a half mile where it was like cool. Like I wouldn't go too far and expect it to be sweet, but it's pretty cool. And you know there's a lot of different cultures there, and like white people, and like I went to a motherfucking a Chinese restaurant with no bulletproof glass. That shit, I thought I was in the fucking suburbs just cause of that.
That's wild to see.
No bulletproof glass, and it was nice.
I mean, they gotta be nice because y'all niggas could just reach across.
Yeah, just reach across and smack the shit out you. Give my change. Yeah,
yeah. The Chinese stores with that and it's like a maze. It's like a maze where you can't just reach through the glass to get your food. You gotta put your arm in at a right angle, turn your wrist around, and all that extra shit.
Yeah, you gotta dislocate your shoulder just to smack a lady. It's not gonna happen. So they really trusted us. I think I lived like close to a Gary Barbera dealership or some shit. I don't even know. I had a weird neighborhood. It was just all types of random stuff. But that's why somebody like Lil Uzi could exist. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Man, now my neighborhood where I grew up in West. Actually, so I got to see all of Philly working for the city. Like one of my last job in Philly, I worked for the city, working at different rec centers. I used to make sure youth workers got paid on time. So one year they assigned me, and that shit was sweet. I missed that shit. I wish it was year round. They had me working at rec centers. One year they had me in North Philly, working at like Hank Gathers and a few and gathers a few, Martin Luther King like around Cecil B. Moore.
Oh,
Yo, that shit was crazy. Cause I used to show up the rec centers. I used to show up the rec centers and the youth workers. These niggas be outside rolling up.
I mean, how else do you deal with them fucking kids? How else do you deal with them? It's honestly like,
bro,
insane that they would not just nuke these high schools, like evacuate everybody and just blow them the fuck up.
That's how I be feeling about Philly sometimes. Like, yo, we need to just burn everything and just start over.
Yeah,
but that's why people need to start voting in Philly, because I mean, just not just in Philly, but just everywhere. Not for, because it isn't just the mayor or the government elections that's important. It's really the little stuff like the judges.
That's really the only thing that matters in your life.
The judges, the district attorneys, all of that. That's the stuff you gotta pay attention to, because the way Philly is now, whoever come into office, like Philly about to get real Republican.
Oh yeah, it has.
It's already.
It has to.
No, it already, because the problem is the DA now, he too progressive. The DA, so that's what's been happening in Philly. You got people that's committing crimes, like somebody might rob somebody, a strong arm robbery or armed robbery, or just a assault charge or attempted murder, and this progressive DA is giving them bail.
I think
and
that
now they get out and then they really kill somebody.
I think they're using black people as bargaining chips in that situation, because it's like he's like a Democrat, right?
Yeah.
So he's just letting a bunch of like the most insane black people just destroy the streets, and then maybe he'll, like, because Republicans and Democrats never agree on anything, so he's probably just like, I'm gonna let this shit go crazy until you give me what I want, something like that.
Yeah, that shit.
This is no reason. It's not compassion, because they're not shutting down prisons and opening up fucking rehab centers.
So the next people that we get in office, they going to throw the book at these niggas. But I saw somebody. You want to know one of the craziest suggestions? I saw somebody said,
what?
Like, black people, we need to invest in our own prisons. like
what the fuck? Remember they thought Michael Jordan did that?
Yeah. Yo, which is fucked up. They was killing. Yo, they just found out recently. Mike just stopped getting killed for that probably about a year ago.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, it's another Michael Jordan.
It's a white Michael Jordan. And our Mike is so quiet, and he just don't care about the internet like a real man shouldn't. Just going about his business, paying the internet no mind, because he realized it isn't real. So because he wasn't saying nothing, this whole narrative was just going that Michael Jordan invest in prisons.
Yeah, so y'all buying sneakers from somebody who's That's why they do the release dates like that. They restrict the quality, the quantity. They make it $300, so we kill each other and he gets more money. And there was like a whole conspiracy Hotep shit about that, and it wasn't even true.
Yeah, man, the Hotep conspiracies, man.
I love them niggas though. They just most imaginative people we got. They should be more Hotep like Disney movies or something. Like if we could get a Hotep animator, that shit'd be wild.
A Hotep, I wouldn't mind that. A Hotep Pixar movie,
or like a Hotep superhero. Isn't there like a?
I mean, it kind of is one.
Not Black Panther. Black Panther was like
Hancock.
No, he had a white.
Yeah, that's what like the one nigga we had.
Luke Cage was good.
Luke Cage. I was with Luke Cage until he did that dab.
He did a dab on the show.
That's what kind of killed the second. The first season was great. But then with ruined Luke Cage, they got rid of the villain too early. Mahershala Ali.
Yeah,
I think I said his name right. Mm-hmm. But they got rid of him too early, and then the next season, you know how things get. They just started. This is the problem with shows now. Shows are starting to write Twitter shit into the dialogue. They writing internet stuff to make it kind of pop culture and cool.
It's just lazy.
And it just fucks everything up. So yeah, this was around the time the whole dab was going on. And he just
cringy.
Yeah, that shit was bad. That killed it, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good show. I didn't really like that when he had sex, he like broke walls and shit. I was like, why do we need this? It's supposed to be a superhero movie, not a fucking Wesley Pipes highlight reel.
I was at the cellar one night. I was walking around on McDougal Street. I was walking down McDougal Street, and I actually saw that actor.
The bald.
Yeah.
What the fuck is his
Let
name?
me look up his name. I
Luke
saw
Cage.
him.
He was in a bunch of like. Wasn't he in like some Tyler Perry shit?
No, he was in Girls Trip.
He was in Girls Trip.
Yeah.
What was he doing? Beating up? Wasn't he like the?
He was cheating.
He's cheating. He wasn't beating anybody. He was cheating.
He was cheating on his girl. Damn, what's the name of his character?
The whole part out.
Okay, Mike Coulter.
Mike Coulter. I didn't expect that to be his name for some reason.
So,
I thought it'd be like an African name.
Yeah, I saw Mike Coulter around McDougal Street, and he hopped in an Uber. And in my mind, I just wanted to think he was about to go fight crime in Harlem.
Yo, that show was so good, but it just ended without any fucking notice.
Yeah, I saw the same thing in around Times Square. So when I was in Times Square, when I used to perform at LOL a lot, you know, it's a lot of people up there that wear costumes to make money.
Yeah,
where it's just like a family of Mexicans and like just a Elmo mask or
yeah,
which is kind of it's fucked up. One day I saw Elmo with his head off counting money around there. I'm like, yo, the kids don't need to see this shit. Just right in front of the Viacom building, you just got this family counting all these.
The kids know that's not Elmo. The kids know that Elmo wouldn't be on the subway.
But when I was out there, I saw, what did I see? I saw a Batman curse somebody out. It was a black Batman. He cursed somebody out around like 42nd Street. Like he was just like, get the fuck out my face.
Isn't that what a black Batman would do though?
And then he turned around and walked down this side street. But that shit looked it so hard. just seeing Batman walk away angry at night.
No, Black Batman. That sounds like a good, accurate Black Batman. He was sticking to the script. They need to make a Black Batman movie where he's just like cussing at motherfuckers while he beating them up. Like, bitch ass nigga.
I would like that. People get mad about
Would Joker be black too?
People get mad about, you know, we starting to get representation like with the Black Little Mermaid. But I would like to see some black people in these roles.
I would. Did you see Black Spider-Man yet?
Nah, I ain't see it, but I heard it was amazing. I hear it was good.
Dr. Umar apparently didn't like it.
I mean, that nigga don't like nothing.
Snow Bunny love.
What Medea? Wait, hold up. What Medea is this that we got on?
We got Medea Goes to Jail on in the background. Tyler Perry is doing his best impression of a straight man.
Nah, I fuck with Tyler Perry movies when he played himself.
I like
Alex Cross.
No. Oh shit, that's Judge Mathis. This is a good one.
Yeah, Alex Cross. I fuck with that. I think he got another one where he plays himself.
I feel like is he like highly regarded by drag queens? Because he's like one of the only people that puts drag in movies.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time with it.
Very ahead of his time. I mean,
because
like,
he was doing this,
but
because he was doing this at the time when niggas was at their least progressiveness.
Yeah, when he started doing this, like 2005?
It had to be.
Lil Boosie was out of jail. He was running wild. If you think Lil Boosie is bad now, is Lil Boosie better now? Or is he still homophobic?
No, he's still very homophobic. Lil Boosie is still very homophobic, but I'm at that point now where I don't try to change certain people. I just remove them from my life. Like, cause that's all I can do.
Yeah.
All I can control is me. So I live in a world where just a lot of people don't exist. So with Boosie, toxic person, I might watch a Vlad interview, which is one of my it's a terrible guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
of having to watch a Vlad interview, but
it's very bad.
But with Boosie, I mean, he's a old nigga from the South. He beat cancer. He beat death row. I mean, I would say at that point, I would probably say what I feel too. Yeah,
he's one of those people that's like, I mean, nothing can kill him apparently. So just if you don't like him, pretend he don't exist. What about Chick-fil-A? We've all given up on that, right? Like we're all like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just eat it and not talk about it.
Yeah.
Nobody brings it up anymore. Everybody's just like, let's get it. They got mac and cheese now. Like, fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just be silent.
But yeah, no, I'm at that point where it's like I don't try to change people. Like I really do just live in a world that I could control. And I think that is the problem where people be trying to change people for their messed up views instead of just removing them from their life.
I don't think it would exist like as bad as it is now if it wasn't for the internet. Because like I can go onto the internet and see that there is a white person somewhere in the world saying the N-word. Mm-hmm. I already know that's happening, but like seeing it for some reason will upset me. I'm like, wow, he's really in 2023 being racist? Yes, of course. Just don't think about it.
Because, like, remember Kevin Samuels?
How could I forget him? Rest in peace, yeah. Kevin Samuels is the GOAT.
So with Kevin Samuels, and you know he was doing his videos for a while talking to men, but what blew him up was when he started doing the videos with women.
Yeah.
And it turned into this thing of like women were getting upset of how he was talking to them. But it's like, yo, y'all know y'all could just stop calling in, right?
Yeah, like y'all think that niggas in suits with no socks on and dress shoes aren't saying this stuff? Of course they are. You just, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of people that were repeating it that would upset them. And I would understand that because like that could reach, you know,
that is a good
an 11-year-old boy.
No, but that is a good point. Any nigga with dress shoes and no socks, they got to be misogynistic.
Yeah, most of the time. It's just like he was too well groomed to just have been a good person. I saw a video of him. I can't confirm whether this was true, but I'm pretty sure he did a video where he was like, you know, I'm making videos, giving advice or whatever, but if I were to say bad things about women, I'd get so much more engagement.
He did.
That was real?
Yeah.
So that was before he.
I think I want to say I'm 95% sure.
That's funny though, because it works so well.
Yeah.
I mean, it killed him, but you know.
But he went out. He went out. He had a heart attack on. I think it was actually Cinco de Mayo with a Spanish nurse. That's a good way to go out. A
Spanish nurse, Cinco de Mayo.
Like about to get some. I think he just popped some pills. Like pop the Viagra. That's if
Viagra killed him or is just like.
Well, I know in a lot of his videos he used to drink Red Bull a lot.
Oh, ew! I don't like that nigga now. Fuck the misogyny. Drinking Red Bull and doing a podcast or whatever the fuck he did.
And you know Red Bull, that shit is bad for you. That shit gave him wings.
Yeah, it's evil. Rest in peace, though. You know, he's a good villain. Everybody. Dr. Umar was like, you know, fucking Black Panther, and he was like Killmonger. And we need that type of shit.
Man, I met Umar.
You met? Oh yeah, because a lot of people in Philly have met. Do you have a story?
Well, I met him in 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in it. So my mom worked for the city. Mm-hmm. So it was this youth program at her job. The youth program. It was the same youth program where I said we used to like once a month. We used to go to the police academy, help the officers. Like,
was he there?
No. So this program, this was like around. It was downtown, and the youth program. We would do. So outside of doing like the role plays and skits with like officers, we would also get presentations at like different schools.
Where does Dr. Umar come into this?
So Umar, the guy that led the organization, great guy. He ended up passing away. That's how like the organization kind of fell off. But he had Umar come speak to us, and this when Umar was starting this thing called like the Black Men Coalition or something like that, and it was just about uplifting. It was really just about uplifting Black people. But at this time, he was so early in, he couldn't put all his views out there. So the shit he was saying, it sounded amazing.
Oh, yo, when that nigga goes on to like a big platform like the Breakfast Club or something, he be saying the smartest shit. You be like, damn, this guy's good. And then he start going on there and he's like, we need to contact Oprah Winfrey and see why Dr. Phil is saying we don't deserve reparations. Like just be wilding. Like he go on Instagram Live and just start saying shit. Just snow bunny. You know the word he has for white guys?
What?
Snow puppy. So this sister got herself a snow puppy.
Man.
Shout out Dr. Umar though.
Dr. Umar. Yeah, he be saying some shit.
I think Jordan Peterson's the white one.
Umar definitely does say some good shit. It would just hit harder if he wasn't saying it at a playground.
he's be on the monkey bars, just sitting there.
So I just picture like Umar at the playground with his tripod set up, and there's all these little kids like, why won't this old nigga leave so I could play?
He's just hogging the merry-go-round, just spinning it and shit. Dude, I fucking would kids freak out if I saw him at a playground.
You 6 years old waiting to hop on a swing, and this old nigga just keep repeating the same thing 3 times.
you see black kids get on the monkey bars and he knock them off. Get the fuck off the monkey bars. You want to be a nigger monkey behind jail? That's what they want you to be. You not get on the monkey bars. You get on the ladder to success and go down the slide to not a white girl.
Do you know why these bars?
The monkey bars.
Do you know why these bars are named after monkeys?
They're designed to keep us imprisoned in this playground that they don't fund. Jesus Christ, he's the best though. I wanna be that kind of like role. I want to be a role model.
But I'm always for somebody like that's definitely down for the betterment of us.
To an extent, because you know,
to an extent, it gets to the point where it's like, all right, now you wilding too much.
Yeah, especially if it's somebody that like. The tricky thing with things like that is, I mean, I'm not talking about him specifically, but whenever there's somebody that wants to change things, they always want to be in control.
Yeah,
and then people who want control of things to fix things, like most revolutions, they start out good. They're like, all right, I'm going to be the leader. We're going to change all of this shit. And then their power stops being about fixing things and just about keeping themselves in power.
And also the problem with a lot of Hotep niggas is that they're about unifying until it comes to certain groups.
Yeah, gay people, trans people, like there should be fucking trans people in WNBA. You know why? Because nobody watches that anyway. It's not like it matters.
That should be amazing.
I honestly like. I will say like
the leagues. I would love to see that actually. I would love to see trans players included in both leagues.
I think like anybody that wants like, there's a lot of groups of people that could be fucking building up like athletic skills and like in the gym and shit. Like I want to see like those like fucking the white girls with the shitty haircuts in Bushwick like play soccer or something. Like get really good at soccer and have their own league. Everybody deserves a chance at fucking. Because if you like just any person that's like a part of the community of people that doesn't like to identify as anything, you just don't get to play sports. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's really how they trying to make it now.
Yeah, you don't get to play. It's like, what if we might be missing like the next Michael Jordan because of these rules? Well, I guess it'd be Michelle Jordan. I don't know.
Something.
But, yeah.
But,
point I'm trying to make is let people do what they want to do. I think the WNBA could be a breeding ground for all types of shit because I've never seen a game. I don't even know if it comes on TV.
No, those games are like great. I mean, because it's some of the best basketball. That's what we just saw with this college tournament, the March Madness.
They do the fundamentals.
The women's tournament was way better. To me, the women's tournament was way better than the men's tournament, just of competitiveness.
But the women watch it.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. Men, we get the blame for it.
They be watching baddies on fucking Zeus, but we gotta watch the WNBA. I want to watch baddies too. I want to watch the NBA and baddies. I can't squeeze the WNBA in there too.
Because that's what it really is. Because we get the blame. They be like, "Oh, the women need to make as much money as the men." And
I ain't never seen a woman with a WNBA jersey on in my entire goddamn life. Not once.
Right? Like, yo, if you need to start supporting them.
If you get your lady a WNBA jersey for Christmas, she will spit at you. She will not love you anymore.
She gonna use that shit to clean the tub out. That jersey is becoming a wash rag.
It's gonna smell like Lysol and fucking Ajax for the next 5 years until she throws it in the trash. I would love to get into the WNBA though, but I don't even watch the NBA that much. I just watch the playoffs and
one
finals.
of my I know somebody in the WNBA that I went to school with.
You must have went to a good school because you got a lot of good connections from school. You got the porn lady, the WNBA. Didn't you know like a fucking convicted like a drug trafficker or something? You don't got to snitch, but you just know a lot of people. Your school is cool.
Yeah, I had some wild upbringers, man. Just One of my friends in the WNBA. One of my other homies, he made it to the NBA. He went undrafted. He had a nice little NBA career.
How many years?
He played. I guess I want to say what is this? It's 2013. 2023. So I guess he got called up to the league around 2016. I believe, because I know at that time I was living in New York. He played in the league for a few years, man. And what I realized is that from him, right? And he went undrafted. Kind of bounced around the league for a little bit, but still, I mean, it's only, I think in the history of the NBA, you got to think only like maybe a few thousand people play in the NBA, 3,000 people, which is, that percentage is so small compared to the entire population.
Yeah.
So it's like with the current NBA players now, these are the best 400 people in the world. So that 400 person, they might be the worst person in the NBA, but if they go to any playground, they gonna look like Jordan out there.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't get about, like, this is from like a very casual basketball viewer. I don't get why people will watch somebody in the WNBA and it's like, that guy's fucking trash. He sucks. Yeah. It's like, you got fired from a job where you make spreadsheets. Like, you couldn't even hold that down. But he's bad at his job. Right. Like, how long did your homie play? A couple years?
Yeah.
And what you know his name?
Yeah. Langston Galloway.
All right, shout out to him.
Yeah, my man Langston. And at my school, so I went to St. Joe's. So our career all time, like, scoring leader in points is Jameer Nelson, who also was drafted to the NBA. And then second was Langston. And I think Langston might be our career, like, he has the most 3-pointers made for school. So it's like, to set the school record for threes and to go undrafted, you got to be amazing.
Yeah.
So that just lets you know that who's ever on that bench, the person that's not playing, that's just sitting at the end of the bench,
he's better than you.
Like, by far.
By far. He's a better person, better body shape, can probably please your woman better at athletic things, better at getting sponsorships than you. But he sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because like a basketball player will be in the NBA and they don't get to do like a fucking car insurance commercial, you know, they're not that popular. People, so now he doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, like, who the fuck?
Do you
wants to play basketball for 30 years or 10, you know what I'm saying? Like, have a longevity. Shut up. See how it works? You can tell dogs to shut up. It works. Never. God damn it.
Pepsi going there. All right.
Yeah, I got some compassion for the athletes out there that get dogged. I don't like seeing people yell at them. It's fucked up.
But even though I'm part of the problem, because I do that.
I mean, you really into basketball, so yeah,
I'm really into basketball. So, like, when Ben Simmons was going through his whole situation.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is an exception. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him.
It got to the point I started calling him Mid Simmons.
Mid Simmons.
Because he just ass. But, so I was calling in.
He's fucking the worst person.
But, you know, I had a few tweets go viral and make the news.
Why, about him?
And like, and Shannon Sharp mentioned it on the news because I had tweeted it. I would definitely understand that Ben fucked me up when he saw me, because I had tweeted we had a real bad storm in Philly and there was a dumpster going down the river, and I was like, we got exclusive footage of Ben Simmons leaving town. Ben should definitely whoop my ass.
Nah,
for
fuck
that
him. It's like, you got a job that millions of people would want to just get a whiff of,
and you just
don't do it.
Yeah, you don't, and not even you don't even attempt. Yeah. We weren't even asking you to be good. We just asked you to try to be good. Like, I can understand if you go out there and you're bad, but you tried. But
he might have got a little bit of that Kardashian curse though, because he was dating one of them, right? Kendall Jenner.
Yeah.
Kylie is the Kendall Jenner.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Kylie, that's Travis.
That's Travis Scott. I'm so glad. I whenever I like catch myself not knowing about the Kardashians, I feel a little happy about it. I'm like,
No, yeah.
because they're forced down my fucking throat. Like I don't want to know anything about these people, but I know so much already.
Bro,
I know one of them is O.J. Simpson's daughter. How do I know that? I shouldn't know that.
I was in here watching so they ended their show on E, right?
Right.
And there was like this emotional tribute about how like they were sad to be found, like to be ending the show. But but they were really just starting up a new show on Hulu.
With all the same family members?
Yeah, but the fact that they were even acting sad about ending the show, it's like, this bitch is your sister. You going to see her next week.
It's so clearly fake that I understand, I guess, why people watch it, but fuck. Whenever I'm talking to a woman, she was like, "Oh, watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians." I'm like, oh my god.
No, but you know what I do watch? I do watch Netflix dating shows.
Those are interesting. There's a game to it.
Yeah,
and
like
not just look at how rich and fat this ass is.
Yeah, like I watch The Ultimatum. You should check that out.
That's the one where it's like marry me or break up with me.
Yeah. So it's like they give their partner an ultimatum of I want to marry you, and if you don't, I'm gonna leave. And with that, they could either choose to stay with their partner or go date somebody else for the next 3 weeks and live with them. And then after that 3 weeks, they go back and live with their partner to see which one they want to be with.
So, how much money is Netflix paying? So I mean, like, I need to know.
They definitely paying some bread, because I looked up the prices of the resorts where they staying at. Because one, they putting them for that 3 weeks. They putting them in a hotel. They putting them in a hotel or a nice resort every day. And then,
so do you have to audition to be on this show? Like, that's crazy. Like, hey, Netflix, I think I want to pay. I want you to. I want somebody to fuck my girlfriend.
Or they got the show Love Is Blind. Love Is Blind, where it's like they live in a pod for a few weeks, and you don't meet the person that you've been talking to until you propose to them, and now you got to find out if that's the person you actually want to be with. But it is.
I'm shallow. I could never do that.
But the problem, I guess it's kind of easy because they put all attractive people on there. Like on Love Is Blind, they need to have some ugly people.
I'm kind of particular.
They need to have somebody ugly. They need to have somebody overweight.
What if you end up marrying a white girl by accident?
Throw a disability in there or something.
Yeah. Oh, what if you end up marrying a girl with one arm? Because you can't see.
She got one shorter than the
one
other.
arm, and it's her good arm, so she can't even write. Like she's right-handed, but she lost her right arm, so now she's like writing with her left hand like this.
All right. You want to get into the movie?
Oh yeah, it's time for the Tubi movie of the week.
The Tubi movie of the week. We back with another one, man. This week we watched The Stepmother. Now, The Stepmother, this is actually that movie that is starring Marques Houston. It's starring Marques Houston and Erica Mena. And this is actually the movie. Remember, like when Marques Houston was going on that weird ass press run about how much he loved his wife?
I don't remember that. You're gonna have to refresh my memory and probably the listeners.
All right, so Marques Houston, I guess this was sometime last year, like a few months ago. He was going on this press run about how him and his wife were just compatible and they're soulmates. And I think, how old is Marques Houston now? He got to be in his 40s. He got to be, let me see, Marques Houston age. Marques Houston is
42.
Yeah, he was 41. Oh shit, I think born 2 days after me. He's 41, but his wife, I believe his wife has to be like maybe, how old is she? His wife is 19 years younger than him.
So how old was he?
Damn,
how old was she when they met?
41 minus 19. So when they met, she was 17, and he said yeah. So at the time he was 36. So he said they met through a mutual friend.
Why the fuck? What, her dad? That's not a mutual friend.
That's what I'm saying.
That's her dad.
Why the fuck why does my friend know 17-year-olds?
Yeah, that's wild as fuck. Like, imagine you bring you're doing like a fucking little sister program.
But I think they said the friend was actually Chris Stokes. Chris Stokes, the dude that managed B2K. And actually, his daughter. So this movie was directed.
Let's not move off of this 17-year-old girl thing that quickly, because I want to flesh this out for a second. How the fuck are people meeting teenagers in a romantic way? Like the last time I met a teenager, it was like somebody's fucking. It was like my cousin's daughter or something. Like, yeah. I just like if I really wanted a 17-year-old girlfriend, I'm like, I don't even know where to look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying I want to, but I'm just saying, like, how the fuck do you get yourself in this situation?
All right, you get a poo shiesty. All right, this is how you get a 17-year-old.
All right, let's end that there. No. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna stop you if it gets no. Step one, shiesty.
All right. You said, how do you get a 17-year-old? All right. You get a poo shiesty mask.
Put hot Cheetos in a box.
You get a bag of Takis. You get a bag of Takis.
That's what I'm saying. How the fuck do you relate to a 17-year-old girl? Like, she probably just talking your ear off.
You get a TikTok and say, like, you want to go watch some Twitch or play Fortnite?
Dude. Imagine just sitting, you driving with this girl, and she's crunching Takis. Her breath is hot, and she's talking about fucking
yo, high school kids is fucking wild, yo. High school kids, like when I think back on high school now, it made me think about how wild it was to be 16, 17-year-olds.
That was wild.
I was going to school. Like now being older, I can't function unless I eat breakfast. Like I need a good meal to start my day. Mm-hmm. Whether that's like I'll make an omelet, some grits, some bacon, toast, something. I might make a smoothie. When I was in high school, I was starting my day off at Airheads and an Arizona green tea.
I would just eat cereal and drink juice.
And then
so this nigga Marques Houston is waking up with Airheads in Arizona, acting like he like it just to impress this 17-year-old girl.
Bro, this nigga Marques Houston, he out here with his 18-year-old wife that's cooking Jolly Ranchers for dinner. Nigga Marques Houston is lost his mind, and this is like he like.
Well, maybe there's a good reason for.
I thought he was crazy when he made House Party 4, but
what? There's a fourth?
Yeah, you ain't know that?
Oh, when did that come out?
Yeah, that came out, man. That came out not too. I ain't gonna say not that long ago. It was a while ago. But
he's like 40, so what is he doing? House Party was like a movie
House
about
Party,
like teenagers.
House Party 4 came out 2001.
Oh, okay, so this is
House Party 1 came out. I mean, House Party 4 came out in 2001. His wife wasn't even born yet.
Wait, he's in House Party 3 and 4, and he has two different names. He plays a different character in both the sequels. Yeah,
but that's crazy though. That really is crazy. He was in House Party 4 in 2001. And his wife wasn't even born. So if you ain't meet your soulmate yet, it ain't that she not out there.
She just not born.
She just ain't get here yet.
Her mom and dad ain't meet. Just give it a second. You'll find love as soon as two niggas decide to fall in love first, and then get you a baby. That's wild. Like, motherfuckers be walking down the street with like a couple pushing a stroller, and they just like, I'll see you in 20 years.
Dude, that is wild. I'm gonna find love when this couple find love first.
Dude, I'm like, is it? Can I like him? It's like, I don't know if I like him now. Am I allowed to like him? Am I supposed to like him? Like, I just don't. How do you find a 17-year-old girl and then fall in love with her?
I mean, he said they didn't start talking until she was 18. But that what makes it crazy about this one line in the movie. Wait, hold up. Let me play this line.
Well, that's good, man.
Hey, so right now he's talking to his son.
When I get home from work today, it's something I want to talk to you about, man to man.
Pops, I'm a grown man. If this is that talk, I think you're a few years too late.
Grown man, huh? Being legal don't make you grown. How many times I gotta tell you that?
How the fuck do you put that line in the movie?
He wrote this movie. All right, so I don't even think the Stepmother. He wrote the screenplay for this movie and starred in the movie.
And then had the nerve to say being legal don't make you grown.
I think that's like his apology. I think he's like low-key slipping an apology in. He's like, I heard what y'all said. I get it. I'm going to keep fucking her, but I get it.
Also, what's crazy about this movie is that the Stepmother, this movie came out in 2022. They are already on their third movie.
There's 2 sequels. This movie came out.
Tubi, man.
He didn't even get a haircut in between movies. He just went from one movie to the next one.
Bro, they were shooting all 3 movies at the same time. Bro, that's why we got a writer strike going on, because these niggas is being overworked.
Yo. The acting in this movie is so bad, right? And there's certain characters in there. Like there's this one cop in the movie who's just like not delivering the lines at all. She's like, oh, I guess she's a killer. And I'm like, why is she acting like she don't want to be in this movie? And now I'm like, oh, she fucking been working 12-hour days. She tired. She don't got no energy left.
Yeah, she just got done. She just stopped off another set.
Yeah, all they got is food for 17-year-olds, so she can't eat nothing. I'm working all day. I'm eating airheads. I ain't eat no fucking lemon heads and fucking laters.
Yeah, like, cause you got these.
You got grown ass niggas eating honey buns.
You got these grown actors. You got these grown actors. They need a grown person's meal. They need some pot roast or some fucking stew. But the star of the movie, Marques Houston, he got them eating their white food. It's like, I'm 40. I don't want no fucking salt and vinegar chips.
They got like bags. Everybody gets a bag with a Lunchables and an apple. Oh my god! If you're listening to this, don't fuck underage people, please. That's where we're going with this.
Oh, Marques Houston's a sick nigga, man. Oh man, what's crazy about this movie? Oh, who else directed this? It was produced by Chris Stokes. Well, Marques Houston, Chris Stokes, and Keith Sweat. Mm-hmm. Keith Sweat's son is in the movie.
He's this. Yeah, Keith Sweat's son plays the son.
Yeah, and Chris Stokes' daughter is in here.
It's his son's girlfriend.
Yeah, so they're in here. Yeah, this movie is full of nepotism, which I'm not mad at some black nepotism. I'm saying I'm not mad at that.
No, I mean, so I told you about my theory about why there's so much nepotism in Hollywood now, right?
Yeah,
because since all the like Harvey Weinstein and like all that like stuff has come out, where Hollywood was basically being run by a woman does a sexual favor for a creepy director, and now she's in movies. Since you can't do that anymore, there has to be a way to get actors for movies, and nobody wants to sit through like auditions and like get to know somebody. They just want to pick somebody they know. Yeah. So since you can't be like, all right, she sucks good dick, we'll put her in the movie. Just like, all right, fuck it, get your daughter.
Yeah,
that's basically it.
Yeah, these movies, man. Even everything, all these movies is wild. Was wild. Like we were just watching when we turned on the TV. It just happened to be on Nickelodeon because I usually have on cartoons for my dog. Mm-hmm. And man, that Dan Schneider.
Wait, run that back.
I usually I tried to sneak that by you. Yeah, no, when my dog is just chilling, I'll leave the TV on for him. I'll leave some cartoons on. Yeah.
So your dog. But you're a human dog.
Such a white woman.
I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to disclose the kind of things that you do with your dog.
Man.
And it's not even that any of it's creepy. It's that it's just like shit you would do with the baby. Like he'd be burping the dog and shit.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at Dan Schneider credits.
Oh, we're gonna get into Dan Schneider. Okay.
Damn.
So I guess if anybody doesn't know who Dan Schneider is, he was a big producer for Nickelodeon for basically like their fucking entire existence, right?
What did they take? Wait. Oh shit.
He wrote Good Burger, which is so fucking disheartening.
Bro, he wrote Good Burger. He did all that. The Amanda Show. Drake. Damn. This nigga got hits. But they say he's a creep. Like he has in his scripts, he always does something with like a foot. Like he has a foot fetish.
Yeah, he has a foot fetish and he takes it out on children of all people. Like Quentin Tarantino, foot fetish, adults. Ain't nothing wrong with that. N-word, questionable. But the foot fetish, it's adults. It's fine.
Yeah. Dan Schneider.
Kids' feet are gross. They don't clean up properly.
They don't smell like they like a woman's foot.
A woman's foot is good.
It smells like some vanilla.
Yeah, a woman's foot has nail polish on it. A kid's foot has been in mud.
A kid's foot got warts.
Yeah, it's just a little girl playing soccer all day and with fucking. She been wearing socks with the individual toes. It's just weird. There's nothing good about a child's foot.
Ew, white sock with fucking blue and green toe tips.
It's just like a rainbow sock.
But
It got balls on the back and shit.
But I ain't realize the fucking bell on the back of the sock.
Bing, bing, bing.
That's what they need.
Santa Claus socks on.
Save us from a Dan Schneider Amber Alert. They got in, Nickelodeon, the logo is a foot.
Dude, yeah, that's the shit that I was like, nobody questioned it. That's like the Jared shit. Like nobody saw this shit coming.
Now let me see if I can pull up the old. Well,
have you heard any of the conspiracy theories about?
Oh, they changed the logo on March. Yeah, they got rid of the foot.
They just changed it. We knew about this I've known about this for like 10 years.
That's crazy.
I've known Dan Schneider was a creep because I would just be on the internet, but like it was a foot. What other logo was a foot?
Big ass foot outside the building.
Even Nike's logo ain't a foot. What the fuck are they doing with a foot logo? That's so crazy. Good Burger was good. Between Step in the Name of Love, I Believe I Can Fly, Good Burger, and Keenan and Kel.
Nigga, our childhood is ruined.
God damn.
Man, this movie. Who's else in this movie? So yeah, you got Chris Stokes' daughter. And she's actually a singer. She's actually a really good singer. I found that out on acting.
She's not a good actor.
Nah, the acting, but the singing.
And Marques Houston dances in this movie too. In the beginning, like that, the whole plot of the movie is basically a stepmom comes into their lives after Marques Houston's terrible dancing kills his first wife.
Yeah,
like he does the robot and then she just dies. Like like immediately after he starts doing the robot and then she just checks. But in You Got Served, he was the dancer. What the fuck happened?
and you got served with some wild shit.
Yeah,
because it was like you got this dancing drug dealer that just got jumped. Like,
well, I never said what they were selling.
Yeah,
like I feel like, what if them niggas was getting their ass whooped over like DVDs? Like you put them in the hospital, like you don't got my DVD money, nigga. I said you supposed to be posted at the barbershop Monday through Friday.
Man, let me see. Yeah, no, I found out that she was a singer a few months ago. I'm in the store and this song came up. This song came up on the over the speaker in the store. I'm like, damn, this shit sound good.
Her name is Chrissy.
Yeah,
that's a cute kid singer name.
I'm like, this shit sound good. Like, let me see. Like, let me look up where she's from. Cause at first I thought it was just her. I thought it was her or like just this whole wave of like sultry singers. So
where they all had that. I don't know how to describe it.
Like
they all have that one voice.
Yeah,
where it's like acknowledging that they can't sing but still making songs.
Yeah, and it sounds good. But that's what's weird. It's like this new way. Some of them can't sing, but they know how to hit a tone so it sounds good. But I'm like, yo, this shit sound alright. And then I Googled it, and I'm like, say Chrissy, but I'm like, where is she from? And then I went down. I had to go down a rabbit hole, and then I found out it's Chris Stokes' daughter.
I know this is your house, but No,
but yeah, that's a good ass song. But the movie itself, how you feel about this movie?
I feel like I wasted a lot of time, and I'm gonna watch that thing is I'm gonna watch the other two for sure. Yeah. Like I absolutely am gonna watch Stepmother 2 and Stepmother 3 just because Erica Mena being insane. It's entertaining.
Yeah, but this movie, this shit.
There's just so many stupid parts of the movie. Like,
the acting was terrible.
Yeah, every part. Like, there's this one part.
It was bad.
They're like running through the lines.
I'm trying to like not shit on it too much.
No, I mean, fuck it. I mean, the nigga that made it
is a horrible person.
I mean, I don't know if he's a horrible person. I just don't. I don't know. I'm a Libra and I like to be balanced, but I don't know, bro. Like, nigga, that 17-year-old girl shit is kind of wild.
And it's wild. That's how you know a movie is ass when that shit whole roll out.
He's like, nigga, Me and my don't think about her age wife are putting together some really good things.
Dude, what did this get on IMDb? Damn, this shit got 3.8.
3.8, 326 votes.
And you know a movie has to be bad. You know a Tubi movie has to be bad for it to get a low rating.
Because Tubi is basically free lifetime.
Because the people that go to this, they expect these movies to be bad. But I'm gonna read. Let me see if they got reviews.
Like I swear to God, the thing about the movie is every scene. I don't know. I guess I don't want to give away the movie. There's 3 of them. So if you're an insane,
wait, hold up. The first review, the subject says, "Is this for real?"
What did I just watch? I'm a huge Erica Mena fan, but the acting in this was god awful. Erica needs to get back to loving hip hop Atlanta.
You know how bad a movie gotta be for somebody to say, "Yo, you need to get back to loving hip hop." What you doing?
I want to see you throw a drink in somebody's face. This not working. Marcus needs to get back into the booth. And Kidda the Great. I don't know who that is.
Wait, hold up. Let me see if I can find some more reviews, man.
Oh, horrifying. I like bad movies. 1 star. Honestly, what would you give this out of 10?
Bro, I was in and out of sleep on this one. I got a great nap in watching this shit.
What would you give it, like a rating?
I'll give it like a 3 or a 4.
Really?
Yeah, I would give it that.
I would give it a 2.
What kind of high school play acting is this?
I would give this movie a 2, and each star is for one of her Erica Mena's titties. Like each titty gets a star, but nothing else in the movie is redeemable.
A nightmare.
And I'm gonna watch all 3. If you like terrible movies and you want to watch a whole fucking trilogy of terrible movies, I think this is like perfect.
Decimated my brain cells.
All right, they just doing a lot. This is the Letterbox kids. You know about Letterbox, right?
No.
Where it's just like fucking film snobs. It's basically a social media app for film snobs. Where they just go on and review movies and just act all hoity-toity. It's all high and mighty.
Yeah, so this movie, what would be the genre of it? It was supposed to be
Thriller.
a thriller.
Okay. A thriller. I wasn't thrilled.
Yeah, I ain't had no thrills at all, man, in this shit. But I don't know, man. If you looking for something bad to watch, or you looking for something, if you looking for something to put on, but you like, you know,
I already know what you got to say.
Yeah, like when you chilling with a chick and you don't want her too focused on the movie, but you gotta put on some white noise to make it seem like you like her personality and you want to spend some time with her. Throw on the Stepmother. You know what I'm saying? This will definitely not mess up the mood.
Yeah, and there's 3 movies, so if you want her to come back, you're like, hey, let's watch all 3. And then don't watch any of the actual movies.
Yeah. Soon as you gotta wait like 5 minutes. You can't just rush it. Like, get past the credits. Wait till the plot start to open up a little bit.
Yeah, like honestly, 10 minutes into this movie, she'll be grabbing your titties. She's like, please take me away from this movie.
But
Tubi movie of the week.
Yeah, this was a good one, man.
The movie was the worst that we've done so far, though.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But other than that, though, this was a good episode, man. Thank y'all for support, man. Keep listening. Give us 5 stars wherever you find your podcast at, whether that be on Apple, Spotify. We on iHeartRadio now. All over Amazon Music. We on there. So,
yeah, we're on everything now.
Yeah, so keep supporting, man. If you enjoy the podcast, tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris.
And it's been a good one. And I'm going to let this, how you pronounce his name?
Sa Baby.
Yeah, we're going to let this
Put this old nigga on the Sa Baby.
Yeah.